So I don't have any context for this one, so I can't give you any further information. But as you can see, it's an interview with a young man who is an Iranian refugee by the rebel media. Let's hear what he has to say.
I'm a political refugee from Iran. I've been to prison, I've been under Islamic law, and I know how it starts.
Right, so this is someone who has first-hand experience with being persecuted by an Islamist state.
I know how it ends. And it always starts with the, for some reason, unity of left and Islamists, and it scares me.
That's a bit worrying. Scares me too. I don't understand what the fuck the left would have in common with Islamists. I don't understand why they would think they have anything in common. I mean, political Islam is an extremely right-wing conservative form of political authority. There is nothing liberal or leftist or progressive about it at all. I mean, I can't imagine what the fuck the left is getting out of an alliance with Islam, apart from free support. But even then, if they think they're going to be the ones calling the shots when Islamism takes over, they're fucking mental.
So, I came here to be free. I chose Canada as my second home to be live in a free country. And I'm beginning to get really scared.
And I'm sure this is in response to motion M103 that was recently passed by the Canadian Parliament to investigate Islamophobia and find out exactly how Islamophobic Canada is. And it turns out that some of their Muslim refugees, well, maybe ex-Muslim refugees, who are political refugees after being persecuted by their states, are actually highly Islamophobic by the criteria they're undoubtedly going to lay down. What will they do about this? Nothing. Fucking nothing.
Because the way things are going, it looks like they're going to basically appease Islamists just to not raise any ruckus or something. They're just going to appease them step by step, and they're not going to stop.
Also, I think they think it's for their own benefit. I think that there is part of it. It's not the entire thing at all. I hate when people boil down like someone's motivations to just one thing. Usually there are multiple different factors that feed into the same motivations. But one of them will undoubtedly be the desire for extra support, the ideological desire to protect the darkies, and all of the other sort of progressive tenets that they go for. Minority status and all this sort of thing.
They see it as a sign of weakness, so they're going to take more and more, and I'm against that.
And that's a great analysis there. They see it as a sign of weakness. There is a reason that it requires strongman dictators all across the Middle East to keep order. I agree with him. I think that Islamists do respect strength, and they do not respect weakness. And I think he's exactly right. I think that they will view the I don't even know how to say it, the pandering to Islamism, the appeasement of Islamism, as a sign of weakness, and they will keep pushing. And these things will be funded by other Islamists who think, well, I mean, if we can fund mosques in other countries, we will do. And they do. So I honestly think this guy's on the money.
I believe Canada should be free, and freedom of speech is something that nobody can take away.
Well, unfortunately, freedom of speech is something you can have taken away, but Canada absolutely should be free, and it's kind of scary that Canada isn't interested in being free. And I think the political activists that are pushing these agendas, well, they basically need to be ignored, because that's the best you can do. Is just say, we demand this, and say, okay, well, you can go to the ballot box. We're not just going to simply change on your whim, and if people don't vote for it, which I assume that they will not, then they'll fail. That's how we do things in a democracy. That's how they have to be beaten.